Yeah, I'll leave it there. Thank you for listening. If you have anything to say, any advice, I'd really appreciate it. Yep. Hello, everybody. I hope you're all good. It is a bit after 1 a.m. and I'm feeling quite restless. And I think I'm having like an anxiety thing because I'm trying to breathe and it feels like I can't really breathe. So, yeah, but I know I am because I'm still like talking, but it feels like it's a struggle. So, I don't know. Wow, I sound a bit manic there. um, yeah, I can't concentrate on what I'm supposed to concentrate on. So I thought I would do a video. I wanted to give a mental health update anyways. And for anyone who's listening, I'd really appreciate, for listening and for any advice or suggestions or thoughts, opinions, or just anything you want to say. So my laptop sounds like it's gonna overheat. Don't do it. Stop that. Yes, anyway, sorry, here's the updates. On the 16th of December, I had my last appointment with the mental health nurse. I have spoken a bit about her. Though this is my first time ever seeing a mental health nurse, I am very much used to counselors and psychologists and having a certain amount of time or with them. This is the other thing I want to talk about. I'm having trouble concentrating as well, so please forgive me. So yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, I'm very much used to seeing counselors and psychologists where I only have a certain amount of time or a certain amount of sessions, which is annoying sometimes, but I understand the drill. I get it. Anyway, yeah, so I had my last session with the mental health nurse, and I thanked her very much for her time and for listening and giving me advice on anything, and I gave her a thank you card, which she really appreciated, so that made me feel good too. And she did say that she hopes to never see me again, but even though she did explain, because she was worried that I took it the wrong way, but I know exactly what she meant. She meant she hopes that I don't see her again needing more help. She's hoping that I will get better. So I get what she meant there. But she did say if I did happen to need more help from her or someone like her, I just need to get a referral from my doctor. Anyway, but before I was completely exited out of that service, it's a little bit hot. She did hook me up with about 3 or 4 other mental health services that I can try out. So that leads to the second update. I went somewhere on Tuesday, which it turns out I have been there before many years ago. And I do remember being in a room talking with somebody, and long story short, I got a letter like a week after that said that I had been declined because of the government funding. They didn't have enough to take everybody, which is completely fine. And also at the time I was seeing a psychologist, so I already was getting help. So that's completely understandable. They needed to take in people who weren't getting help. So I get that. But this time around, it seems I am very much able to go into this place if I want to. So went in on Tuesday and I spoke to somebody who's really, really nice. And with all due respect to anyone out there who may be listening to this who studies mental health, whether to become a counselor, psychologist, anything to do with mental health, like, thank you. I know for me personally, and I know there's many others as well who feel more comfortable talking to people who also know what it's like to actually have mental health issues. So this dude, obviously I'm not going to say his name or what he went through. That's his personal business. But he did open up to me about some things that he had gone through to do with mental health, and it was sad. But it also did allow me to feel more comfortable talking about my issues. Because, like anything, sometimes it's hard to open up to people who don't know what it's like to deal with. So I had to do a quiz, like a mental health quiz. Again, I'm very much used to that. And they are always high. They always show high stress, high anxiety, high depression, high OCD. And I could tell most of my marks were very, very high. So I know what that result's going to be. If they tell me, I don't know. I assume they would. Anyway, so he explained that there's groups that you can go into, which is stressing me out because they do know that I'm dealing with social anxiety. And don't get me wrong, I don't mean that I have like agoraphobia or anything like that. I can go out. But there are more and more days where I don't want to go out and I don't want to be around people, or I'll have to. I asked my dad if he can go to the cash register, if he could ask the salesperson the question instead of me going. So it is getting a bit worse, but I still try my hardest. Some days I'm okay, I just do my thing, and then some days I just don't want anyone talking to me and I don't want to talk to anybody else. Yeah, so these people know I'm dealing with social anxiety amongst other things. But apparently, I don't know if someone's meant to contact me, but I'm meant to be seeing a woman who will speak to me one-on-one, like counseling. And I'm so glad it's one-on-one because I don't know if the other option was a group thing, and I didn't want to do a group thing. But the dude who spoke to me on Tuesday said that I'm very welcome to come in on Monday. Yeah, there's different things you can do. You can watch movies, sound healing, arts and crafts, meditation and mindfulness. I wouldn't mind trying that one. Paint and connect. I don't know what actually bothered me, and I didn't nothing to do with the place, because I made it known to this dude, and I still can't say the word, can I? I don't think you can. I let him know that I had been in a very bad relationship. You know what I mean? The A word, the relationship. And eventually when he asked me if I had any questions, as much as I hate saying his name, I did want to ask if my ex was in this program. Because if I found out he was there, because it has happened before, if I found out he was there, I'm not going to go there. But what scared me a bit is that when we went into the art room, because he showed me around, I saw a painting, and on the back it had my ex's mother's name. There was only the first name. It could be any person. It just scared me a little bit. And if I do see that it actually is his mother, not that she's been cruel to me or anything, she's because she witnessed a lot of it. of how he treated me. I'm not gonna go there because she'll probably tell him, and then I'll be afraid if he's there all the time. So anyway, yeah, that was that. This part's not exactly an update, but kind of. I made it known a couple times that I'm supposed to be doing a hospitality course online, which is due today. I have already emailed the place 2 times, but it keeps bouncing back for whatever reason, saying that my email can't be, or didn't work or something like that. I don't know. I'm thinking of actually trying again and taking a screenshot to say that like I did attempt it, and maybe I can send it through my dad's email account. I don't know. Anyway, I was excited for this course. I'm the one who suggested it, who wanted to do it, because I felt like it would be good to learn and be a good thing on my resume as well. But I can't concentrate. I was supposed to start on the 10th of October. I left it till early January. I can't remember what date, but not that long ago. It's not because I didn't want to do it. Like I said, I'm the one who wanted to do it. I suggested it and got into it. I had problems starting, and while I have managed to do, what did it say, 26%, which is not good because it should be at 100 like today, sometime today, I'm having trouble concentrating, and I don't know why. And this happens a lot more often with things. I remember speaking to my dad about it, that sometimes if someone's trying to teach me something, I have a bit of trouble understanding, and I haven't always been like that. When I was younger, I grasped things pretty quickly, but I noticed that while having strong depression, or major depression, whatever, it's the way that I talk about it. Like, depression to me isn't just depression. I feels like there's different waves and stuff like that. But for me, like with the depression, I feel like not the listening side, or the comprehensive side of it, I can't concentrate. I zone out a lot. And it really bothers me, especially if people are trying to really make me understand something and they get frustrated. It's not like I'm being disrespectful and can't and don't like doing it on purpose. I just can't concentrate. And trying to read the lessons to do with this hospitality course, I noticed a lot of the time I'll start, and then mid-sentence I look away from the screen and I start thinking about something else that has nothing to do with the course. So yeah, those are some updates, and I didn't really ask any questions really, but basically my big questions was, for anyone who suffers with mental health, does this relate to you? Do you have any advice? And I want to email, I did email, sorry, the battery's dying. I attempted to email them about it, the depression, and I was honest. I said that I know many people don't understand, but I'm actually really reaching out. I'm having trouble. I'm struggling to concentrate, but the email never went through anyway. So I part of me wants to call, but also anxiety doesn't want me to call. Yeah, I hope this all made sense. I'm a little bit I'm restless and agitated, and also the other update real quick. I had to go to the doctor's the other day. I couldn't see my doctor, she wasn't available, but I just saw somebody else, and I asked if I can get off these antidepressants. I just don't want to be on them anymore, and it is my choice, but she made some good valid points. I think I'll leave that one for another time. I think, yeah, I, I'm gonna listen to this and hopefully it makes sense. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to re-record it. But yeah, I'm sorry that I seem a little bit agitated or speaking not so good English. um, yeah, I'll leave it there. Thank you for listening. If you have anything to say, any advice, I'd really appreciate it. Yep. Oh, also, I've been sleeping a lot. After that appointment I had at the mental health service place, I went back to bed, woke up for a little bit, went back to bed. Next day, got up, did something, went back to bed afterwards. I'm tired a lot, so I don't know if this is another like depression. Well, I know it's a depression thing, but I mean for me, but why? Is it because I know the cause is on my mind, or because I'm going to go to a mental health place that I haven't really been in properly before, and there's going to be new people, and I'm going to have to talk about all these things again that I have to keep restarting because I have to keep moving to different people and counselors and stuff like that. I've got to restart the whole story again. Whew. I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully it made sense. Yeah, I thank you for listening. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, hope you're all good. And I'll see you Monday. Bye.